Welcome, YouTubers! This is K-Stone Beauty. Thank you for watching. This is going to be my basically daily face routine and kind of just as well some tips and tricks. And mine's not going to be a typical foundation. I'm going to be using my Tinted Moisturizer by Green Beauty Cosmetics. You've already heard about her. It's an awesome brand. And she's an Etsy brand, then go to my blog link below because I did an awesome review on her stuff. Anyways, this is what it looks like. And I had a little version. This is what it looks like. There is exactly 30 milliliters, 1 ounce. And this is what I got a small sample. I got a small sample for review a while back, so definitely check out that blog post. So this lasted me for about a month. This is lasting me for over 2 months, and I barely even cracked it. I love this stuff. The reason why I'm using a tinted moisturizer is because it's the summertime, and I really don't feel like having something that feels like there's something on my face. Because I live somewhere where it's very humid. Not fun when I feel like my face is falling off. So this is what I do. And this routine, I do the same thing with a, regular foundation. So lately I've been using my Sigma F80 Kabuki. It's amazing. It's a flat top synthetic Kabuki. I've used different types of brushes and even my fingertips. And I have to say, this is probably the best application I've used so far. I have not used... The first thing I do is I use my Equate, I wish I could pronounce it, towelettes, and I'll just take off excess stuff. Sometimes I forget to take off my makeup the night before, and then I'll just take all that off. Sometimes I won't. But today I'm going to be using my Mark Missed Opportunity Multitasking Refresher. I'll spray that. This will just help it, if I do have a combination skin, so my skin will dry out sometimes if I just put something on, so it can have some flakes. But I do have oily skin as well, so I have to be careful. It's a really weird combo. So I sprayed my brush. I only need about 2 pumps to feel my full face. With one side. The great thing about this brush is that you won't have any lines from your foundation, and it will honestly just make it look like your skin. You won't even tell that there's foundation if you do it right, and if it's a good day. You won't know that there's foundation on your face. So that's how flawless this makes you. And you won't believe it until you try it. So I always start off with just the cheeks. I don't know why, I do. Go underneath. Circle of motions will help buff it into. But you just go along. You always want to make sure, okay, I lied, so I need another pump. But you always want to make sure that you have your brushes cleaned, because if you're acne prone like me, whatever you had on your skin the previous time, it could come on your skin again and give you acne. Well, with a tinted moisturizer, I do not use a primer on my face first. If I were to, I'll be using Too Faced face primer, because I've noticed that's very, very good primer. It is pricey, but... Okay, so that's what I do when I put on my foundation. I'm not going to do my whole eyes, but when I do my eyes, I like to put my primer on, my eye primers, and they need to have time to dry. So what I do... Well, normally what I do, which I forgot to do, is I do it first, before I put my foundation on. But I put the Too Faced Shadow Insurance on first. Then I put Mademoiselle Cosmetics Awesome Sauce. You really don't need much at all of this product. And this is what needs to be dried, so you don't get any creasing. Okay? So I have to let that dry, or my eyeshadow will crease. So then, what I normally do after that is I do my foundation or my tinted moisturizer, but I already did my tinted moisturizer. So then I'll just do my blush, bronzer kind of thing. And I'm using the Laura Geller Blush and Brighten in Honey Dipped, and this is from my Birchbox. I love this stuff. You have to be careful how much you put on because you can really overdo it. So what I like is that you can build it up. You can use it as a bronzer, but it's more sheer, so it's a little more of a highlight. So I just kind of dab it around in circles because there's a lot of little gold specks in it too, and then just some bronzings. So you just check how much you have, and I'm just gonna kind of contour my face, but kind of highlight it. And you don't want to scrub it. You kind of just lightly put it on your face. I'm going to do another go over because I don't want it to be dramatic, but I want it to be noticeable. Okay. I don't know if you can see that on screen, but well, if you can see the difference, that's one side, that's the other. I'd like to be subtle. I don't want it to be crazy. Then I'm going to do the other side. You kind of just go straight, and then you do circles. So you already have the color where you want it, but now you just got to buff it in. That's kind of what I do with my blushes and bronzers. Alright, after the foundation, and like I mentioned, this tinted moisturizer is slightly oily because of how moisturizing it is for the summer, so I'm going to be using Mad Style Cosmetics Effing Perfection Powder just to help out with the excess oil because it's very humid here. So I just swipe it over underneath. Don't get it in your eye like I just did. Just circle motions. And you don't need a lot of powder. You don't want to look white, especially if you're going to be taking pictures. And then last place I always go is the nose. Alright, that's all I do to help mattify my skin. And thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and stay tuned for more videos. Have a great day. Bye.